Welcome to the service clinic at Low Country Harley-Davidson. I'm Doc Harley. Earlier this year, I did a video on my career and the bikes that we work on here. I've worked on panheads, shovelheads, the Evos, twin cams, and M8s, and it was fantastic, all the feedback I got from you. The number one comment I got was, my dealer doesn't work on a Harley 10 years or older. Why? I'd like to address that today. To work on a Harley-Davidson, these are my opinions why some dealers don't work on them. First is knowledge and experience. Many years ago, Harley decided to become big, make the dealers big. And when they did, a lot of the small shops with the experienced technicians decided to get out of it. So we lost a lot of knowledge from the past when all those old guys retired. Now, we do have schools, and they train late model training. This is where we're at in the dealership. When they get out of the school, they should be able to, after a 24-week curriculum aligned with Harley-Davidson University, the program emphasized hands-on experience for the service repair of late model Harley-Davidson motorcycles and day-to-day dealership operation. 24 weeks. When they get done with this, they can walk into a dealership and be able to start working on M8s, twin cams probably, and the old Sportsters. After they get done with the 24-week program, they do have the option of the Harley-Davidson Screaming Eagle program. And why not? We went from 45 cubic inches to 135 cubic inches. It's the biggest, latest thing. We want to make power. We want to do performance. So yeah, they'll sign up for that one. And then there is the other option of early model. But by this time, most of the students are itching to get out into the industry, make money to pay for their tuition, their tools, and their lifestyle. So I can see why many are opting out of the early style. So the education and the experience isn't at many of the dealers to be able to work on a 10-year-old or 20-year-old shovelhead, Evo, maybe some of the early twin cams, Magnum Morelli stuff. So the education maybe is not there. Then there's the parts availability. It is hard and it takes a long time to find older parts. Harley-Davidson's new favorite saying is obsolete. They are clearing out their inventory and they're obsoleting some key equipment parts to keep your older motorcycles running. Here's one for, in fact, a turn signal module. And you say, Doc, I don't need a turn signal module for my Harley to run. Yes, you do. The TSM is connected to your ignition system. This goes out, the Harley-Davidson ignition system doesn't run, and Harley-Davidson has obsolete the turn signal module, and there is no aftermarket company at this moment with a plug-and-play to replace this. So there is a lot of obsolete parts that a dealer wants to work on your motorcycle, but they don't know if they can get the parts. And then we received this latest advertisement from Harley-Davidson and their mindset. We've ditched the past to make more history, and yet we're having a 120th anniversary celebration. I'll leave that with you. It is hard for a new dealership to meet the expectations of customers. Customers bring their motorcycles in and they expect to have their motorcycle back that day, tomorrow, or at the most by the weekend. When you're working on older motorcycles, it takes time. It takes time to find the parts. It takes time to go through the manual and get the information to find out how to fit the new parts or to even diagnose a problem on a Harley-Davidson. You and I have to agree, it's a business. They have to keep the doors open. A lot of dealers don't have the capacity like we do to have an older motorcycle sit while it's waiting for parts to come. So there are a lot of factors that dealers take in consideration whether they're going to work on older motorcycles. My suggestion to you that own a 10 to 20-year-old Harley-Davidson, find a family-owned Harley-Davidson dealership. They believe in the heritage of Harley-Davidson, and they remember it was the older bikes that got them where they are today. Find them and support them. I'm Doc Harley. We'll see you next week.